time. Next time. Next time. next time.
Whoops! I turned off my mic. All right. Again, tonight's video is live stream is for you guys, but strictly for one specific person. I turned off. For again, tonight's video is for Austin. So, please, I'm gonna answer your question first, Mark, and then we're gonna work our way down. But again, first set of questions will be from Austin. So please, the main questions are from Austin. Then after we're done with Austin stuff, sorry, banging. We're gonna then go from there. All right. All right. So Mark, first question. I'm sure super irrelevant to you going live, but been building a 2003 GTI for my boy. 180 WP tear O2 wires cause initial problem 0017. Can you help me? Seems super common. Well, if you have the rear O2 sensor, if the wire is ripped, just go get new wiring. Go to the junkyard. Go find the rear O2 sensor wire. Cut it as much as you can, okay? And then use it to extend and fix your wiring. Remember to use solder and heat shrink that's designed for exterior use, meaning heat shrink tubing. Some of the basic heat shrink tubing out there will shrink, but will not. Secrete a special adhesive. There's different kinds of grades of heat shrink tubing, and one made for exterior use that's for electrical. When you shrink it, it like secretes a special adhesive that makes it water and airtight. So once you put your solder and you melt or shrink the heat shrink, it creates a like perfect seal. So your wiring doesn't corrode. Number one, doesn't go bad. Number two, and doesn't get any moisture for it to corrode anytime sooner. What's going on? What's up, McDubbin? So hopefully that helps. Now, if you're in the market to not have a rear O2 sensor, but have your wideband, which is your primary O2 sensor, which is your first O2 sensor, which is we also know it as the pre-cat, you need a special tune for that. I personally don't have a rear O2 sensor. My car has only the pre-cat, which is a wideband O2 sensor, because it's tuned for that. So that's just something you guys need to know. That's something that we do offer, that you can do, but you need someone to tune that for you. Personal recommendation, I would recommend to hit up Boost Dynamic Tuning for that. Motoza Tuning. I'll tell you who else is there. You could probably hit up Gonzo Tuning, but I don't recommend them as much, honestly. But Eurodyne or Euro Customs is another good brand of software if you want to get your stuff tuned and working better without an O2 sensor for the rear. Okay, so hopefully that answers. I know it's a lengthy answer, but it's a thorough answer that I would want to give you. Let's see here. Hi, Austin. What's up, Bangin'? What's up, Kevin? Ismael, what's going on? Let's see here. And McDubbin. Everybody, hi. Greetings. Hi. All right. So, something in my eyes. So, for tonight's chat, we're going to be doing something a little special. So, tonight's chat is, again, my YouTube channel is and always will be known for helping others and helping those in need of advice, in need of guidance, questions, answers. I mean, any way you want to call it, a teaching situation, any of that that's what we're here for. And that's what we're all here for. So if I give you incorrect information, please correct me. If there's a different way of doing something, I would love to hear that, because that's what it's about. We're all about teaching, learning, and growing on this channel. And the only way we can do that is by being a community and working as a community. Pretty straightforward and to the point. All right? So, let's show you what's going on. Let's see. Nope, not this. This is not what's going on. This is something else that's going on. Let's see here. Here we go. This is what's going on. All right. So this is Austin's very long email, and it intrigued me because it's a long email. As you can see, it's thorough, which is something I love. I read everyone's email. What's going on, Frame Broiled? I read every single person's email thoroughly, and every night, every day, or when I can, depending based on situations going on in life. Hey, what's up, Mark IV Wolf? So tonight's live or Q&A is all about Austin. So we're gonna read this, and we're gonna go through these each paragraph and read about what's going on. Hey, you made me finish some of my worst part of my build. Thanks for electric info and auto. Toot toot. Woo woo. Awesome. Thirsty. All right. So we all have lives. I totally understand that. It may take some time to get back to me, and I'm sure my build won't be done in a blink of an eye. Obviously not. No one's build is ever done in a blink of an eye. And if you did do it in a blink of an eye, I guarantee you probably jump some hoops, cut some corners, and probably the car might be not running for a very long time. Who knows? I could be very wrong. But that being said, true. Anytime you have a chance to send me a message or a video with you, so I would greatly appreciate any advice you'd give me. Take your time. I'm in no rush. Being broke, that's right. Being broke is a big part of this. Yeah, 7 years. Yeah, I'm going on 2 years for my Mark II and almost 2 years on my Corrado. So it's a slow process. So I happen to have a AWM head, which is a small port, nothing special. I want to upgrade it to a large port, say AEB. So that's cool. Do I have to stick strictly with longitudinal heads, or kind of rob a head off a transverse large port 1.8T and use the intake and exhaust manifolds from the longitudinal, or are the heads completely different for longitudinal versus transverse? Okay, what's going on, Dale? So that question right there, that question in a whole is a big question, but it's a good question, and it's a very good question. Okay, not all 1.8Ts are made the same. Obvious, I mean, right? 1.8Ts all come in multiple different flavors. Came out in multiple different years. Came out in multiple different cars. Now, for Austin, if we stick with the United States, the U.S., we don't have that many choices in the 1.8T platform. Number one, that is very good because not much to worry about in mixing and matching heads. Now, all 1.8T's bottom ends, okay, the bottom portion of the block are like say 80 to 90% alike. Give or take a couple bolt holes or the thermostat housing being a little different. The water pump being internal or external, depending on the block that you choose. But again, not very much of a difference overall in the blocks. Now, if you do get a block, the bottom end, okay, this is what we're talking about bottom end wise. If you get a block that does have an external water pump, not an internal one, external meaning that it's not ran by the timing belt, it's ran by the accessory belt, okay? That's how you know the difference between internal and external water pump on a 1.8T. Now, the difference is the internal one obviously is ran by the timing belt, it's geared, and it's done right there. The external one, kind of like on a VR6, is ran by the accessory belt. No need to remove timing or anything like that. It's just bam, unbolt, pop in a new one, call it a day. If you fall into one of those two scenarios, if you're stuck with an internal water pump, you're fine. Then you only have to consider what you're going to be doing for the head. Okay? I understand that's kind of weird, but an AWM, which is a Passat engine, okay, that came in the Passats. Because I had an AWM on a 2003 Passat, so I definitely know that engine very, very well. And those had an internal water pump; they were not external. So that water pump is, we don't have to factor in anything when you do our build. So if we're gonna only talk about the head, yes, you can use an AEB head, AWP head. You can use any pretty much newer or older 1.8T head on that block without any issues. Now, if you guys know any better than I do, please comment in the chat room and answer that, because I think that's all going to be perfect. What's going on, 3 Bowman? Woo-hoo! Okay, so let's assuming that currently, if I'm correct, any head will work. So if you go buy an Audi AEB head, which also came on some of the Passats, the much older Passats, an AEB head, which is a big port, okay? Oh, that sucks, buddy. Time to go big now. Time to build a big turbo. 1.8. Go big or go home now. Okay? So if you go with the AEB head, what's going to happen is that you're not going to have a cam chain tensioner. They don't have one on those heads. No, not the cam chain tensioner. The VVT. So they don't have the VTEC, Volkswagen's VTEC. So on your Passat, you're going to have to do kind of like hey, what's going on, Rob? Like a conversion. You can slap on the yeah, pretty much exact same thing. Perfect, Austin. So yeah, you can dump an AEB head in there, which number one, you will reap the rewards of an AEB head. ¿Qué onda, Luis? You reap the rewards on an AEB head because you're going to get a bigger port. It's an instant 10 to 20 horsepower just by going to a different head, which is amazing. Now, your AWM does have VVT. It does have VTEC because it's a later generation engine. So, personally, you can tune that out. If you have a tuner that's good, you can have that tuned out of the engine. Then you don't have to worry about that sensor. and making the conversion work. It's not that big of a deal if you do or don't have it. But again, it is depending on your tuner. So factor that portion into your build. So if you get an AB head, yes, it will bolt on. Yes, it will work. Yes, it is a bolt-on head. And you have to, if you're going to use the big port, you have to use the big port manifold. You cannot use the small port because your air and fuel mixture will be extremely off and the car won't run properly. On the exhaust side, you're fine. The exhaust ports don't change very much. It's the intake ports that are drastically different. So to answer that question, hopefully that helps. Austin, please reply. Hopefully that advice helps you. McDubbin, that's correct. AB did not have VVT. So someone must have dumped it in there and put it in there. Again, it's not that hard to do. It's literally just a bolt-on. It's just that people freak out to pop that in because it's different. You have to use it's a cam chain tensioner that is a VVT tensioner. That's the difference. A lot of people don't do it because of cost. VVT cam chain tensioner is a lot more expensive than the standard hydraulic tensioner that's just for just a cam chain. Okay, so there's that. So next. Okay, and then I might skip the video for breaking in. Good evening, James. Welcome. Thank you for joining in for this. So I have a budget. What's going on? Oh man, she rides. Welcome. Okay. I've been gone for a while, but how's Outlander? Outlander's doing great. Jetta's on the process, and the Corrado is still on hold because of time, and something's going on Sunday for us. So we'll talk about that later. Let's focus on Austin here. So now, next part of this, the break-in. I will walk you in through break-in procedure once your block is put together. I have a budget about, let's assume $4,500. Eventually, I want the car to make 500 horsepower and still be reliable, if at all possible. I want to use the car as much as possible. Is 500 unrealistic number to be reliable daily driven engine? If it's built right, if I use the right parts, it is possible. Is it possible? Okay, so hola mi amigo Oscar, good evening. First time on the stream, long time viewer of the videos. Thank you for tuning in live tonight, sir. I'm glad you get to enjoy this and enjoy this live stream. Welcome. Okay, so now this other question. So he has $4,500. That's a perfect budget for a block and a big turbo kit. Now, 3 Bowman. Yes, you can make it very, very reliable. There's a catch. There's a very big catch on making it reliable. Number 1. First, it depends on your turbo setup. More money, that is correct. Your turbo setup does make a huge difference. Now, if you're going to like a big turbo where spool takes forever, so your power curve is like very gradual and very high, or are you going to go ball bearing with a very, very super fast spool, so your power curve is very steep and gets there quick and stays there longer. That's where your reliability kind of kicks in, because engine wise you can build a 500 horsepower engine, but if you don't know how to drive a 500 horsepower engine, you can break that engine any given day because it's just difficult to learn how to drive correctly. Now, if you get a big fat spoolie boy, very slow spoolie boy, and that makes big power towards the end of the RPN range, but is very fun at the beginning of the RPN range, for example, my build, then yes, you can make a very extremely reliable engine. That number one is gas efficient. Yes, I said it. It's very efficient on fuel. Number two, you won't break it. You won't break it at all unless you redline the living daylights out of it, but you won't break it. So it really does depend on the turbo setup. Now, as for all my other builds, if you guys seen the two builds that I've just done recently, 1.8 T's, the one I built for Ian is a 500 horsepower build, and that engine will take 500 ponies all day reliably, and we did it with $3,000. Okay, now that's just the engine. All right, so yes, you can do it, but you have to be smart on where you invest your money. Number one, obviously, rods. Mark IV stock pistons on your Mark IV or your Audi pistons are perfect for 500 horses, okay? So you can do it. Just upgrade your rods to IE rods, which are capable up to 600 horsepower. I will, my MK2 Kraken. Let me work with Austin's, okay, first, and then we can go that route. So get your IE rod, stick with stock pistons. That's fine. Definitely upgrade your valve train. Go to SuperTech or Ferrera. Full valve train. I'm talking not just valves. All my builds have been just valves. So you got to go full valve train, because once you go past 400 horsepower, you risk a huge chance of valve float. So you are going to need new retainers. They make you need you're gonna need new retainers, new springs, and keepers for that. So I would recommend buying an entire valve train kit. That way your head is perfect. Your head will be perfect for the 500 ponies and then some. Now for your block, what you're going to need to do to reinforce your block on your crank, Integrated Engineering makes a press end crank gear with a drill kit. I forgot what it's called, dowel, I think. I don't know the exact term for it. You're going to need to upgrade that. Okay? Once you get those, pretty much those two components on there, you're 500 horsepower daily ready. Period. You don't need to do anything else. It will be bulletproof pretty much for its life. Obviously, again, based off of how you invest on everything else. So Austin, for your build, there's not much you need to do. I know it sounds crazy, but there isn't very much you need to do. Now, let's assume you don't go to like a bigger journal bearing turbo. You go to like a ball bearing Garrett, something that spools really fast, really quick at much lower RPMs. Then we fall into the risk of what we call over boosting or boost spikes, where you make way too much boost too quickly and you fall into like what we call valve float. We like to build torque spikes, and that's where things start to break. Now, if that does happen, then we got to add pistons into the mix. Okay? Rob, I don't know, honestly. I just buy whenever. So I don't know. They probably do have one. I would probably wait for it and find out. So definitely pistons will make a huge difference, because now they're going to hold up to the torque. They're going to hold up to the heat. They're going to hold up to that instant torque and that beating that they're going to get with that torque. Because horsepower doesn't matter. It's torque. That's what breaks engines. Torque. Understand that. That is the force that it generates, not the rotational speed. Okay? Piston springs? I've never heard of piston springs. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Three Bowman. So so that's what you're going to need to think about, okay? So please, that should, yeah, piston springs. So hopefully that helps for you, Austin, if you're going to stick with the 500 horsepower concept or theory or portion of your build. Your turbo is going to be up to you, and your turbo setup is going to be up to you. At $4,500, you're looking more piston return spring. You're looking more at a 400 horsepower build when you're done, because of cost. I would definitely recommend researching your parts like we always do here. I personally, integrated engineering is the place to go for real, reliable horsepower parts. You guys be surprised. Integrated engineering makes amazing stuff for 1.8Ts, and they're extremely tough. So there's other brands out there for sure, but there's not many brands that stand behind their products like integrated engineering does. You'd be surprised. Mark IV Wolf, is it better to go to the bigger throttle body? Yes, but you need a tune for it, buddy. Make sure you get a tune. You need a tune for a bigger throttle body. They're not slap-on. All right, so next question. This is what my build list consists of so far. There are a couple pieces I'm sure I'm about to, but I would love your advice on, and I'll start from the head work all the way down. All right. Dubbin and South Cac here. What's going on, Cannabis? All right, as I mentioned before, I would like to find a large port head. I'll have a machine shop willing to check the head out and block and balance it and make it even and polish the head and do. Never done 20 valve, 1.8T turbo in years of experience, building all kinds of other motors. The only thing I've asked for is a good manual, so I'm trying to track down a Bentley book for the A4. I see them plenty places online ranging for $100. If you have lead on any links or a cheaper one, I'd love to. Don't just buy one, dude. Don't. If you can find one for $100 or less, do it. I use Amazon to buy all my books, so. Let's see. I plan on oversizing the intake manifold by 1 millimeter. That will reduce overall the dependability or reliability, or should be okay. Okay. Now you're trying to port out your manifold. If you're going to try to pour out your manifold, don't waste your time. Just get a big port stock AB manifold and just make it work with your setup. Don't go out spending money porting and polishing a manifold with minimal gains and maximum cost. I know it hurts your feelings right now, guys, but you're not gaining that much power, okay? You're better off just getting a matching manifold for that. Now, if you can source one, they do make longitudinal high flow intake manifolds for that car. You just gotta source one out, okay? They do make them. That is the better option because they have velocity stacks inside the manifold, which in turn increases intake flow substantially. Better fuel mixture, more power. Period. Okay, let's see. Brian, what can I just slap on with for the best results in your opinion? Nothing. You cannot put anything on a 1.8T in any car. I mean, you can't do anything to any car without doing tuning if you want to benefit from your bolt-ons. Bolt-ons are exactly what they are. They are bolt-ons. They are there to maximize the stock efficiency. They're not there to make real power. No bolt-on in the history of the world will ever give you real power gains. Period. Sorry. Go cry in the corner. I don't care. It doesn't work. You know? Bolt-ons don't matter. What matters is if when you do your bolt-ons, you tune it for your bolt-on. Does that kind of make sense? Now you're actually... Supercharger's not a bolt-on, fool. Dump a bolt-on, supercharger, I think ain't gonna run right anyways. Silly Willy. You gotta add fueling, you gotta add all the other stuff. No, it's not a bolt-on. Okay? So, this is one super common misconception from everyone out there. Bolt-ons are there to maximize your stock efficiency. Tuning maximizes pretty much, or I guess overclocks, if you want to go into my PC terms, the tuning aspect. So let's assume you add more boost. Well, you're going to add more fueling. You're going to add more timing. Now, because of that, you have more boost. You have more airflow. So you need to add a bigger exhaust system, a bigger intake system. You see how that goes hand in hand? With oversizing, I meant intake valves. No, don't bother oversizing your intake valves. They're not worth it. It's a 20 valve head, dude. It has 20 valves. It's the only engine in the world that has 20 valves. It has extremely efficient flow for intake and exhaust. It's just the porting is the issue with those heads. That's why everybody goes to a big port head. Not the valves, the head. It's just because you're going to little tiny ports and then you go to a big port head, which makes all the difference for sucking air into that engine. Your valves don't matter. You're not going to benefit. It's going to be a waste of money. So hopefully that helps you, Austin. Okay, next one. Don't oversize it. So I plan to upgrade the entire valve train. Smart. Just do a full valve train if you want to go to over 400 horsepower. Super tag, valves, springs, retainers, keepers. Yep, that's exactly what we talked about. I plan on doing cam shafts, but but all I can really find in my research is Autotech cam. No big deal, but the upgrade. Yes, when you're going past, again, the sweet spot in the 1.8T world is 400 horsepower. So everything's, let's assume that we just did an entire build, but we didn't go to a big port head. Pretty much 400 horsepower is your maximum flow for cams, intake manifold, exhaust, all that. That is the maximum flow. But beyond that point, to go and make those bigger numbers, we need to get a bigger exhaust manifold. We need to get a bigger intake manifold. We need a bigger head. We either need to port it and polish it, or we go AAB. And the last thing we need to do is to go cams. So yes, cams are a necessary upgrade to go beyond the 400 horsepower mark. Because since you're going to be going to a full valve train, not just valves, but springs, retainers, and keepers, you're going to benefit so much more with a bigger cam. Number one, more flow means lower RPM, so which means you're going to be making power sooner than later. So instead of making power at 4,000, you're probably going to be making power at 3,000 or 3,500. Who knows? Depends, again, how you go about this. So yes, go to cams. For cams right now, I highly recommend SPA Turbo. They have an awesome cam, full cam kit. Like for $300 or $400, awesome. I recommend them. Autotech also makes a set of cams that are really, really good. If you can find them. Integrated Engineering used to make cams, but they're super rare, super hard to find. All right, so for the block, I'm going to IE rods. Perfect. Stick with your 19mm wrist pins. That's perfectly fine. If I want to see 500 horsepower one day, I was wondering, should I upgrade to 20? Nope. Stick with the 19mm. They're perfectly designed to go over 500. You can make 600 horsepower on 19mm wrist pins with no problems. And with drop-in rods from Integrated Engineering, just so you know. Oh, be right back. Man, I can't start a session without, a beverage from our local sponsors. Yes, Mother Earth, makers of Cali Creamin'. It's the beer with the bus on it. They're not a sponsor, just joking. Yeah, hit up Boost Dynamic Tuning, 3 Bowman. But yeah, I gotta... Hold on, guys. I gotta get this... I gotta get my beverage of choice going. Delicious. Alright, so... I plan on using all ARP fasteners. Perfect, Austin. Do ARP for the crank, do ARP for the head. Let's see here. Correct? You want to do the press end gear cam? Look at this. You already answered my question. I didn't even finish answering them, but let's keep going. The press on cam gear versus the bolt on. Definitely go to the press on cam gear. Definitely go to the manual timing tensioner. So you want to do all that. Yeah, the metal water pump, that's fine. That's all standard stuff. Now you're going to the Gates racing belt. Yes, use the Gates racing belt when you're using a manual tensioner. Do not use a Gates timing belt when using the auto hydraulic tensioner. The reason why the auto hydraulic tensioner puts too much tension on your engine, they cause early damage to your motor. Enough said. A lot of people say they don't. I've talked to multiple shops that they have. So I'm gonna scratch that. So I'm sorry. If someone can answer otherwise not, I am a true believer and firm believer of stock belts with hydraulic tensioners, racing belts with manual tensioners. That is my belief, and that's it. Let's see here. Yo, Al, what's up? Serious question. What problem with my Mark IV? I'll talk to you in a little bit, Brian. He has a YouTube channel. See if he's done MK6s. Yep. Boost Dynamic Tuning does MK6 tunes, so don't worry about that. All right. So... All right, Brian, give me a minute, okay, Brian? You gotta wait. You took, I think there was someone else that needed a question, but just let me finish answering these questions really quick, okay? So you got everything right on that portion, Austin. Lastly, pistons. Okay. That's the only thing I haven't really put a lot of thought into since I have to upgrade to 20 milli wrist pins. I was looking at a set from Wassner, and if I was upgrading pistons. If not, I was going to get a stock set ones set out of a TT225 horsepower engine, or possibly getting European specs since they are 1.8 produce decent amount more power than ours do. With all my concerns and questions out there, like I said, 500 horsepower is going to be reliable. Even if I built it right, I'd stick to 400 horsepower range. Okay. All right. So that little sentence right there. This is one of the also very, very common misconceptions out there about 1.8T pistons. I'm pretty sure 100% of them are all forged pistons, forged aluminum pistons, and all of them are known to make up to 500 horsepower on the pistons, on the 19 millimeter wrist pin pistons. I've never heard of any other engine being better, especially the Audi TT225. The TT225, the reason why that one makes more power is because it has a bigger turbo. Not because it has a better block or a better piston. None of that is actually special. I hope you know. There isn't anything special about those blocks at all, and nothing special about the rods or pistons out of those blocks at all. So, if someone out there has a better answer than what I have, please comment down below. That way you can correct me. But I believe I'm correct on this because I haven't heard anything different about it. Again, I've been doing a lot of research with other forums and other groups, and especially down in the UK, and every single one of them pretty much tells me the exact same thing. It doesn't matter. All right, so with all my concerns and questions out there, like I said, okay, so if you're gonna try to drive 400 to 500, you'll be perfectly fine with this build, Austin, and still do the entire valve train, do drop-in rods with the fresh set of factory pistons, rings, and well necessary premium. Probably wouldn't go crazy with the port and polish and oversized valves if I was taking the 400 horsepower range, but I still wouldn't mind upgrading the camshaft possible. I only want to build this engine once I can move up to the next project. Thanks for taking the time to read this, and I'll be anxiously waiting for your reply whenever you get free moment. Thanks again. All right, so this is Austin's, nice long question. And yes, Austin, everything that you've said, I repeated for you and affirmed pretty much everything you wanted to do. So your budget is perfect. Your ideas are on par with every 1.8 Ti I've ever built. And yes, 400 to 500 horsepower will be a very, very reliable engine. Okay, you will be able to daily the living crap out of this engine with no problems. Okay, so hopefully that answers your questions on here, Austin. So I would like to have you reply over here in the chat room, please. I want confirmation of you understanding everything. If you have any other questions, please comment. If not, I'm going to start answering other questions now. Three Bowman, where do I go off-roading? I go to Ramona. I go to what's the desert? A couple, Big Bear. I go to just a couple other deserts around here. There's a cool place in Otay, down in San Diego. There's actually areas in San Diego to go off-roading where there's water and jumps and just nice little grass and dirt trails out there. Ramona has some fun, simple trails out there too. Big Bear has a ton of fun trails. Barstow's awesome. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places we go off-roading in that car. I don't think Austin's gonna respond, so I'll wait for him to respond, but I'm going to turn off this capture here. Give me a second here. Bam. Oh, Austin responded. Awesome. Give me a second here. I would like to take it out to the salt flats. That'd be super cool. Yes, I know you're surprised that 500 horsepower is achievable and make it reliable. Now, it is achievable, reliable on the engine side. Transmission side? No. Your transmission is going to explode after 300 to 400 horsepower. Just give me the heads up on that too, Austin. Types of oil, I know they're really important, of course. Cars definitely have to use really good quality fuel. Full synthetic, yes. Full synthetic is super important. I use Castrol. OEM specification full synthetic oil. That's it for my build. I make 400 to 450 on a daily, and I have no issues with it. Okay. Brian, so I couldn't figure out a way to fill the hole in the head to tighten the pulley bolt enough to safely run it. I also noticed that it definitely looks like someone else used helicoils already. Ugh. That's not good. What's up, Dub Invasion? My homie. My brother from another mother. Oh shit, what's up, Ian? Alright, so for Brian's question, if it's been helicoiled already and it's not holding up, it's time to replace it. Sorry, man. It's super, super sketchy. I would not risk it at all. Sorry, in the case I missed that but anyways, I started hand tightening the bolt. Looks like it started to pull out the helicoil, or time to short around the actual threads. I'm stopped. Yeah, more likely the helicoil is not holding up because helicoils aren't supposed to be holding parts like that. That's meant to hold that much stress or strength. So you might be failing, buddy. All right, so for anybody that missed their questions, now is the time to comment now in the comments, and I can try to answer your questions. Yeah, I already told you. I recommend using Castrol Full Synthetic European. Okay. So. Two-step is very bad for an engine. It's actually very bad for turbos, technically. It's very bad. I don't know why people do it. People are dumb. And yes, yeah, it destroys catalytic converters. Oh yeah. You're literally causing an explosion inside your exhaust. I don't know what part of explosion doesn't mean it's not going to damage something, you know? People don't realize that. And that's what's silly when people are like, oh, bro, I got that two-step, brah. No worries, Austin. Thank you, Dub Invasion. Itchy. Yeah, everybody wants it. Again, people don't understand that it's the dumbest thing in the world. It's also super dangerous because you're going to break your turbo. Yes, I will be home tomorrow. Luis, the no, wait. She rides again. Yes, they're very similar. She rides again. Very, very similar. They're not identical, but they're very, very similar. Luis, they're actually working on AutoZone for your part list right now. my buddy Ray is trying to get your part list from $1,500 to I told him to try to get it down to $1,000 for all your parts. So he's working on it hard. Hopefully he has an answer for me. So I'm trying to save you as much money as possible because I want to build you a motor that's affordable, you know? That is correct, Cannabis. The combi valve does have to be removed when you do an SAI delete. But you need an SAI block off plate when you remove it. If not, you're going to have exhaust coming out of that port. Ah, thanks, Rob. I appreciate it, buddy. Definitely not a legend, not a myth, just a boring old Mexican man. But I'm here for you guys. That's what I'm here for. Geek Squad! What's up, Alan? I am American. Okay, I am what we call an American resident. I am an American citizen, but my heritage is Hispanic. I am Mexican. Technically, I'm actually more. If I want to be very technical, if I want to be the most technical person on this earth, I'm actually what you call a Native American. My family is actually actually a Native American from California. We actually have records. We actually found some records in my family that my great great grandfather had land here in California when it was Mexico, and that's when we were actually we were still considered Indians out here. A lot of our family actually was deported technically to Mexico, even though we lived in Mexico when it was California a long time ago. All that we have information, we have all that information in record. So, yes, I am American. I guess you guys could call me a Native American, due to the fact that again my family lived here before California was American. So yeah, or you can call me more of a Native American sicken. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting into Mark IVs, you're gonna love them. They're just annoying. They're very annoying cars. Ian, yes, I'm waiting for a reply from them. They've been stupid busy because they've been designing a lot of new parts for cars. I'm just waiting for a response from Fabulous to get you your stuff, buddy. And yes, Jettas smell like crayons. GTIs smell like normal cars. Ian, no, they're primarily MK3, MK2, and MK1 actually. They do very little stuff for fours, very very little. So not very much you can get for their cars, for your car or our cars actually. Oh. What's a good coilover? Go to SolarWorks. For that price, perfect price range for a good set of coilovers is SolarWorks coils, Ben. Austin, you definitely answered all my questions of those part. I feel much better about my build now. A lot less doubt. Awesome, Austin. I love that. Love to hear that. But the TDI I'm looking at is really clean and rust-free, so I'm sure I'll have a bunch of questions about 1.9 in a few weeks. Nothing crazy. With this, I need a decent daily. Yeah. 1.8T is probably the most reliable car you'll ever own. I mean, 1.9 TDI will be the most reliable car you'll ever own. Did you see the yellow MK4 fake taxi sell for 7K? No, I did not see that. Getting sick of driving a Chevy Aveo. Yeah, I probably would be too. So, if you guys are big air-cooled guys, I don't know if you guys see it in my online store. My new shirt designs have been coming out pretty cool. I've been going pretty nutty on my shirts. I've been doing I've been having a lot of fun designing and making new shirt designs. And I'm having a lot of fun. And just keep in mind that these shirts, this car is actually made by, it's actually a person's car, like an actual person's car. They sent me a picture and I turned it into an illustration and I drew it on this. What about the resistor for SAI delete, Cannabis? The resistor, there's two ways you can go about it. Get it tuned, and you don't need to buy the resistors. Pretty straightforward. We have a, let me see if I have some other ones. Let's see. Oh. Here's another one. This is a popular one for you guys. You guys like these. Obviously, if you guys are MK4 kids. Another shirt for you guys. But very, 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 very soon, we're going to be offering a very, very cool... What thing is that called? That's called the thing. So, very soon, we're going to be offering a very cool... Ben, I'm getting to it. Ben. Oscar, I was looking though, eBay, worried, just gonna get a burn engine, replace the burn engine. Oscar, your best thing to do is find someone who's parting out a car that probably got wrecked. Yes, there are Harlequins here in California. I don't know what an X-Tool device is, but if you know how to tune it, you can delete it. Give me a second, Austin. These questions. You guys are asking questions after questions. Okay. The smartest thing you can do, Oscar, is to either buy a car that's been wrecked, that you know that had a running engine. That way you can just buy that. If your engine's still good, I would go buy a junk motor. Go buy a junk motor and then build that. That way you just build it and then just do a swap and then you're up and running with a nice fresh engine. I'm not a big fan of buying junkyard engines unless I know for a fact that I will be building that for that said engine pretty much. Okay. Let's see. I'd be down for a kid one. The same thing, but with the car in the back. I can do that for you, Ian. Are there any Harlequins in California? Yes, there is Harlequins in California. I think there's 2 here in California. Cannabis, I answered that question. Hey, I got another question. 2001 TDI, down on power, and we'll only do 40. I can't get a reader on it until tomorrow. What are common problems? Common problems with TDIs. Vacuum leaks. Because they don't actually have a vacuum system. They use a vacuum pump. It's bolted onto the side of the head. Those are very, very common to fail, so you lose a lot of power that route. And vacuum lines. If you ever look on the back of that engine, there's like 50 vacuum lines. You need to replace all of them. More than likely, there's something wrong. There's probably a vacuum line that's torn. That's probably controlling the wastegate. Either the wastegate or some type of boost controlling system. Fix all your vacuum lines, and I guarantee you'll probably get all your power back. I also recommend pulling the intake manifold off and doing a carbon cleaning, scraping out all the carbon buildup on the intake side. If you don't, you never heard this, I mean, you heard this here. We actually got a TDI carbon cleaning video coming out very soon. The intake manifolds literally gunk up so much where they go from a hole this big to literally a hole this big with just carbon buildup. It's super common. Because of the diesel recirculating system, all the exhaust comes back into the car, and all that exhaust piles up and builds a lot of ash. So that is a common problem with TDI engines. Hopefully that answers your question with that. So more than likely that's where all your power has gone to. Alan, MAF? No, the MAF is on a different side. Usually it doesn't cause that kind of issue. Not on TDIs. All right. Any other question, guys? We're going on what? Let's see here. We're going on an hour already, so. Oh. Another thing, all upgrades we've done by, yeah, I would probably, Cannabis, go through everything with a fine comb, and find all the problems that they created, and then fix them, and then get a tune to delete all the stuff that you deleted and fixed. A tune honestly will fix every single headache that you have in that car. I can almost guarantee that, almost. I don't know the engine state at all, so I'm just assuming. The show in Santee was good, dude. We definitely did a decent job. We sold a decent amount. Oh, now you show up, Tiny. Jeez. We've been on for an hour and you just show up now. Hopefully you got your car in a safe spot, by the way. Oscar, my engine is blowing smoke like crazy. Replaced the turbo, did a head gasket. So my next spot will probably be the piston rings, blue oil smoke. I'm going to get it right away. Should I buy a new engine? You can buy a used engine. You can't buy a new engine. Yeah, Rob, do the Lake Espino Shore with us. I would love to have you come with us. We're going to be there. I have no experience at piston rings. Yeah, pushing into our storage room. Awesome. Awesome, Tiny. Oscar, you need to find someone that can help you test the piston rings, okay? Yes, Tiny, wheels and mask. Just so all you guys know that we will be at a car show next month. So, yeah. Very nice. Ian, I need you to, you gonna join in, be with us? Or are you gonna be on your own, do your own thing, because you're too cool for us now, huh? Ah, itchy back. Oh. Okay, okay. Yeah, again, AWM engines have a lot more vacuum lines than a standard like AWP engine. I would definitely go underneath the intake manifold as well. The intake manifold has a whole entire like spaghetti nest of vacuum lines, dude. So be careful and take your time. Cannabis. Yes, it's already been planned out. I'm going to be making a trophy for the show. I'm going to make one trophy for them. I'm also going to be donating a couple shirts and some prizes for them. As for booth, I'm going to be bringing the Outlander, the Mark IV, and the trailer. They let me have 4 cars with me. So I was thinking actually about you, Tiny. But I forgot your Mark III is no bueno right now. And your Mark IV, well, has a big old wang on it. So I don't want that there. I know it hurts, but I love you, buddy. Ian, I definitely would love your car there, buddy. And I need a 4th car. Oh, I was going to talk to Javi. I got to talk to my buddy Javi. He has a gorgeous, gorgeous Mark III. So, Austin, got another question. Oh, I feel your pain, buddy. I feel your pain for sure, Cannabis. Last question. I promised tools would be recommended that are needed to work on our style cars. Number 1, go look up the tool you need to get the head bolts off. You only need it for the head to come off, and that tool will never be used again because you're going to need another different set of tools. But Allen bits, Torxes, and long triple square bits. If you can get really long triple squares, they will benefit you. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is just standard sockets. Nothing crazy special. Oh, Rob is also... Rob, you can bring your car too. Rob has a gorgeous, gorgeous Mark IV as well. Yeah, so triple squares, Allen wrenches, and just a standard sockets, 1 or 2 10 millimeters. That's pretty much it though, because the head is the only part that actually uses a special socket, and it's a special style Torx. You need to go online and order the one for specifically for your head. They're not. It's a 37 Torx, but it's not a 37 millimeter Torx. It's a special version of it. So look it up online. You'll know exactly what I mean. It's like a $30 tool. But that's pretty much it. You don't need wobbles. No, you don't need any wobble tools. I mean, you can have them. I've never used them. But yeah, it's something, I mean, you can have them. Nice, Dub. Very nice. Let's see here. So, Rob, maybe remove the rad support. Let's see here. What's the easiest way to remove all the lines? Yeah, remove the pretty much the whole front end off the car. Exactly. Thank you, Dub Invasion. Oh, Johnny Boy. Look at this guy joining in last minute. I'm trying to think about what else is going on. What else do we got going on? Oh. There's going to be a section on my online store called Oops. And what it is that there's going to be shirts that we either damaged, don't look as great. Here's an example. Pretty much kind of like a clearance section. Trying to find the other shirts. There's no oil pan gasket, Tiny. You just need pretty much, yeah, ship prints. You just gotta use, yeah, exactly, gasket maker. Use either gray or black RTV. Super, super thin bead. When you come over, Tiny, when you come and pick up an oil pan, I'll show you, okay? So, here's one that came out bad. Or actually my fault. I forgot to add the white layer around it. So you can see the car, but it's missing the white in here, and the font's supposed to be white. So it's all black. It's a solid black car on a black shirt. I mean, you guys can see it, but it's you know. So pretty much I'm selling these what they cost to make me. Well, I mean what they cost to make, which is $8. If you guys want just a dirt cheap shirt, this is kind of an option. These are the other ones. I mean, this came out really good, but these are not shirts that we sell anymore. So I call these oops. Because these are not my style of shirts. These are made from somewhere else. These are the shirts that I outsource to. So these are gonna be, like I said, these are gonna be at my wholesale costs. I make no money off of them, but they're for sale. There's gonna be like a super limited quantity, so there'll be like one of something. So they'll be really random. Like this one is for a 2XL. So if there's a 2XL guy, is a Mark IV 1.8T engine shirt right there. It's perfect. Nothing's wrong with it. I got Corrado shirts. Yes, just go to my online store. There is Corrado shirts on there. This one is a brown Mark IV Jetta. 2XL as well. So these are going to be there's going to be a special section for these. Again, I'm just going to call them oops. I can't call them. I guess I could call them shit prints. I mean, I'll talk to my wife and see what she decides. And these are going to be up there, like I said, as dirt cheap as possible. They're just supposed to get gone. Same thing with my 3D prints. Very soon, you also on my online store, we're going to have a part section. Yes, there is a brown. It's called oh my god. There's like two browns that they made in a Mark IV. There's one color called sandstone brown, and there's another one, I forgot what it's called. But yes, they did have they did make them in brown. Let's see. When will the section be up? Not anytime soon. There'll be doo-doo brown. My wife calls it caquita brown. So, okay, guys. Before you guys start commenting again, there's a new thing that we're going to be doing. Again, this is all part of my season. What's going on, Delusive? About for the people, by the people. Yeah, it's like a government phrase. I don't care. It's the truth and nothing but the truth. Because my YouTube channel has only been for you guys. And because of that, I'm going to ramp it up just a bit more for you guys. And what that means is that I've been doing a lot of cool artwork. And a lot of you guys have been definitely enjoying it. And because of that, I want to do more. I want to do more artwork. I'm actually doing good. I've definitely been enjoying learning how to do artwork, and I want to do more. I want to expand more of my artwork out there for you guys. So, and this is what I mean by, for example, I'm trying to find it here. Oh, here it is. No, not a string bikini. Jeez. So I just did this one today for a customer, or for just a fellow just Volkswagen guy. So I don't know if you guys like that, but that's a shirt that I just designed for a B5 Passat. Came out pretty cool, I think. Definitely different. I'm definitely going with a lot of retro colors. Definitely going with a lot more retro style with my designs. But this is kind of the idea that I have for you guys, for the people. And what it means is I want your guys' cars. I want you guys to take the best damn picture possible of your car. Send it to me via Facebook, email, Messenger, whatever. All right? Send it to me. And I want to draw your car as a cartoon or as an illustration. And I want to do this for you guys. And then I want to make a shirt out of it. Okay? And I think you guys will like that. I think you guys will definitely enjoy that a lot. You know, like this right here. This is the shirt that I end up ending. I'm going to change the logo to B5, but that's what it ended up becoming afterwards. But the way it works is that I need a really good bright colored photo with very little background noise, meaning no trees, no nothing, just a car and as much little background noise as possible. Because this allows me to do a lot less editing, a lot less work. I don't have to sit there and redraw all the lines to just deleting the wing and all that. I don't have to spend as much time. Most of these logos or these designs that I make and design average 4 to 6 hours each to make. But you have to understand that those 4 to 6 hours are done within a 4-day like expansion. So I don't sit here 4 to 6 hours at a time. I probably sit here 40 minutes to maybe an hour at a time doing these designs. So it's one of those things that I want to invest more time in doing this for you guys. You know, again, for the people, by the people. That's the whole point of this. You know, and I want you guys to definitely join in on that. Hold on. Oh my god. This is what I mean. What's up, Killer B? I gotta minimize this. You guys gotta see this car. Tiny sent it to me, so I'm gonna share it. Oh man, you shouldn't have sent it to me, Tiny. Woo! Look at that. Look at that beast of a machine. Check this out, guys. Bam! Oh man, this is Tiny's car. Look at this way. Oh man, that car is ready. That car is ready. Oh man, that wing, y'all. The wheels are on point, but that wing, whoo! I think it can fly. I think it can, it's a 1.8T, so it's super fast. Oh man, Tiny. Oh man, dude. Alright, we're done with that. Let's see. I'm sorry, Tiny. Hopefully I didn't hurt your feelings. That was funny. uh, okay, so again, Dub Invasion. Send me some. Again, email me, message me, Instagram. I don't care. Any way you guys can do it. Send me as clean as possible. Again, send me as clean as possible with a good picture, no background noise, so I can convert it into that kind of an image for you. And I would love to do a super retro style 80s design for you. And I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you another shirt design that I have. What's up, Papa?
Good night.
Good night. You gonna say hi?
Hi. Look, this way.
No. No.
There's white hair.
No. It's because I'm old, fool.
No, I gotta pull
Give me a
it.
hug instead.
Why?
See you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Be good. Andale.
What are you gonna do tomorrow?
We're gonna see Auntie Brenda. Tía Brenda. Vamos a mirar a la tía Brenda. Le voy a componer los frenos a su carro.
How about David?
And you're gonna play with David.
How about you?
I'm gonna work on Tía Brenda's car. Not here. Over there. Alright, see you later, Papa. Alright. All right, Tiny. We'll wait and see what happens with your replacement Wang when it comes in. This guy. Let's see here. Let's see. I got some other stuff I want to show you guys. Let's see here. I might as well show you guys. Yes, I'm going to show you guys some other shirts. Give me a second here. These are some of the shirts that I've designed that I want to... That you guys are... They're on my online store right now. But a lot of people don't even bother going to the online store. So I'm just going to show you guys so you guys can see them. Alright? Alright. Zoom back down. Display capture. Now, let's see here. Well, another cool shirt that we have here... oh, this is like one of my favorites right here. This is what I call the Toon Bus. This is a cool shirt. The guy actually sent someone from the UK sent me this bus, but looked very, very different from this. And we converted it. I made it more cartoony than he sent it to me, and it came out so much better than the original. So he wanted it kind of California feel of the car, so I did that for him. So that was one design. Again, we mess around a lot with shirts. Let's see here. Obviously, this is one of my other ones that we've... The single cab. This is probably one of my favorite shirts. Right here, the single cab truck running into the VW Sunset. I love it. I love all the colors, just all nice and gray. It's a really, really cool shirt design. I love how it's just distorting. This is like one of my favorite designs that I've done. All right, Ian, have a good one. Yeah, definitely talk to you soon, buddy. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this guy. I love this one. This is a rolling shot of a Mark II. So for you guys who love Mark IIs, let me see if I have a better one. You Mark II guys, let me open up Illustrator really quick. Here we go. This is a dope shirt. I love this. I made one for myself. Just because I love Mark IIs. I love this shirt. It's such a cool design. has the 80s feel to it. It has all the it's dope. I love it. So that's another one. And I made that in red and blue, so let's see here. Oh, this to me like just falls under just pure quality retro, you know? This is right here. This is 80s right here, period. This is like, I love this shirt so much. It's just, this design just screams retro. I love it. You know, it just says, here's a retro car, and here's all the colors with all the retro. It's so dope. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's see here. This one is cool because if you guys know me, I own a VW bus. This is the back of a VW bus, not my VW bus, but a VW bus. I have a similar bus, and the customer who sent me this was super cool. I love it. I love this shirt. I love the color. I love the way I did the logo. Everything worked out the way. So much fun. Again, I'm huge into old school cars. I love new school cars. I love newer cars, but I'm an air cooled guy. Period. You know, I love air cooled cars. They just have so much character and personality. It's amazing. And remember, all these shirts that I'm showing you, they are now available on my online store, by the way. All of them. Let's see here. Oh, Rado. Okay. So I do have Corrado shirts. Where is it? These all come in different colors. So definitely all optional. I have like 10, I think 5 or 6 different colors of this shirt. For that one, I think I have a different version. Yep, here's a different version of it. I will. Thank you, Dub Invasion. I'll check it in a little bit, buddy. So here's another one. This is a different version of the Corrado. Really, really cool. This took me a month to draw. I am not going to draw another Corrado like this. Way too long to do it. I'm not going to do it. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, these are all the different color ones. All the same. Let's see here. So this is my famous parking lot pimpin' shirt. So much people love this concept of a shirt. I was so glad. So this is the original photo that I got my idea from. So Mark 1. Number 1, it started off with all the Mark 1s, just so you guys know. Mark 1s are beautiful. This is a gorgeous picture, by the way. So I played with that. And so I started learning how to make a mosaic. And this was the end result. Perfect. I mean, this was an amazing result after I finished all the editing and everything. This is our parking lot pimpin' shirt. And like I explained to you guys, I'm here for you guys. This is for the people and by the people. This is my definition right here. There's 192 different pictures in here that makes up this entire mosaic. And you can see the pattern. It repeats itself 1, 2, 3, about 6 times on this shirt. On this design. I had to sit here and edit every single photo individually to get this pattern to work. Okay? Just the editing part took over 4 hours. And then to get it all to work correctly and look like how it looks took even longer. A lot of color adjustments, a lot of editing. Again, this is all people who follow me on Instagram who sent me a message, and we did what we call parking lot pimping. And if you look very, very close, every single car has the word parking lot pimping in it. And if you see, I can show you guys really close. It says it there, all in there. It says parking lot pimpin', parking lot pimpin'. This is something, again, I do this because it's for you guys. I care about you guys so much that I'm willing to put all these hours of effort to make you guys a product that shows off what you guys care about. And that's, again, for the people, by the people. That is the point of what I do. And this is why I invest all the time that I do in all my artwork and fun stuff. I made a different version of it. It didn't turn out as nice because it's such symmetrical color. I did not enjoy it as much, so I didn't make this one an actual option. Oh, this guy. This is one of my. I love this one. This is called No Bad Days. And it's true. When you own a Volkswagen bus or a single cab or anything, you can never have a bad day when you're driving one of these bad boys. No such thing. Such a cool shot. I'll show you the original picture of this, if I can find it. And keep in mind, all these pictures that that we're scrolling through, these are all pictures of people's actual cars that they sent me. Okay, this is that picture. This is how I made this design. Oh. So this is where the. Oops, sorry. There you go. This is where the design came from. You guys can see it's not easy to do this, but it's so worth it in the end. They come out dope. Again, I'm a true believer of not having a bad day, even when I do have a bad day. Why? Because why not, right? This is a dope shot. I love this shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts just because it just speaks the truth. Right there. Give me a second, Dub. I'll check it out in just a minute. Okay, and now remember that cartoon bus that we were looking at earlier? This is the original photo to that cartoon bus that we did earlier. Just so you know. It's a dope artwork. Like, this is really cool. I love how this is done, but it's too realistic for me, so I didn't want to use it. I like the cartoon version of a bus. Let's see what else we got here. Do you guys want me to keep on going with more shirt designs, or we're done? I agree. I agree with you, Dub Invasion. You guys want to see more shirt designs up close? I can keep showing you guys more stuff that I do. If not, we can call it a night. It's up to you guys. Vacuum leak for a cylinder. For a cylinder, no. More than likely, you have a bad spark plug or an ignition coil that's failing, or a bad wire for the ignition coil. I will, Luis. I'm working my way through because the only reason why I pushed through a lot of air cooled stuff, I was going to an air cooled car show, so I wanted to make a lot of products for a car show. So yeah, exactly. It would be for all cylinders. That's correct. All right, I'll show you guys some more. Let's see what else we got here. You guys seen these? I don't know if you guys seen these already. Oh, I haven't even shown you guys this color. Oh man, forgot to show you guys this one. This was a hard color to create. It took me almost 30 minutes to get the color to show like this. This is such a cool color. I actually been considering to save up some money and paint my car this specific color. I love the crap out of this color so much. And I'm so glad that I was able to make this color on Illustrator because I actually have the color code for it. So I can actually replicate this at a paint shop because this color, oh, it's so dope. It's such a dope color. Oh, man. So yeah, this is a cool shirt that I done. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. No stickers. No, these are not. Let's see here. Okay, so this is for Luis's car. I'm still working on it, but this is one of his designs. I wanted to show you guys up close for this one. I still got to work on it, but this is kind of the idea. I still want to do some more darkening underneath, kind of blend the colors a little bit better. Oops. But this is another idea that I have here. I definitely gotta fix all the color coordination on this, but the blacks are very gray in here, so I gotta fix all the blacks to make them pure black, and then the reflection underneath is gonna have a little bit better mixing with the shading and everything. So yeah. Dub, I love it. So yeah, this is your shirt, one of your shirts, Luis. I have a different design. Let's see here. This one, simple, nothing special. That was one. This one was neat. More of a retro, again, more of a retro style to it. Kind of like Saved by the Bell. Again, colors are very off. It's just something that I mix things together, then I change all the colors to make them work correctly. But again, these are just ideas that I throw concepts at. Actually, like this one, I'm probably gonna rotate the car around, turn it more to the right to make it look better. But yeah, these are just awesome little ideas that I came across. This is the one that's standing out the most for me. It's just the blacks are really off, so I gotta fix that. So let's see what else we got here. Now this is like, I still don't know why anybody has never bought this shirt yet. I made two just for myself. The Harley Quinn GTI shirt, or the Harley Quinn shirt. And this shirt I love to death. And I still don't know why no one has purchased this shirt. It's such a cool freaking shirt. I don't know what's going on. You guys can see, like, these are the cars that I use or images that I use, and then I re-image them. So here's this car. This is such a dope color. Okay, so this shirt, that's the design. I mean, that's the car that I drew over, and this was my end result. Again, the type of style of artwork that I go with is distorted, complex, like compound shapes that kind of like break down and give you a simplified design. And this is kind of one of the designs I came up with that car. I love it. Again, it's a different style of shirt. It's a different way of looking at cars, and it's pretty dope. I think it's a dope shirt. Again, it's when you see it from a distance, it's dope. Like when someone sees you from, you know, if you see the car, the further and further away, you're like, oh, that's a Mark III. And then the closer you get, like, oh, it's all made out of blocks and stuff. Yeah, that's what's cool about it. It's not your traditional shirt, you know? And then all for you guys right here. Ooh, that VR. This one I want to change and add a shadow instead. I'll make it red. But I don't want blur. Yeah, we have face masks already. You can literally put any of my shirts on a face mask. It is an option available. Here's one right here. We have generic options for face masks. But if you guys have a special request, please email me and I can put that stuff on there for you. So I could definitely do that for you. Not a problem. Let's see here. What else we got here? Oh, this is for Tiny. I made this one specifically for Tiny. That's for you, buddy. But yeah. That was for you. Oh, you saw that one. Damn it, McDubbin. This one's so cool. This is a neat shirt. This is, if you guys ever heard of a high top bus. These are what we call high tops. These you can stand up in them pretty much, walk forward and back all the way in them. It's such a cool bus. So I gave it a very, very simple design because it's just dope. It's such a dope. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. I don't know why that was there, but yeah. That's another one. And this, again, these are all cars that are owned by someone here in the US or the UK. They send me pictures and I redraw them as cartoons or as illustrations. And I just like to have fun with them, you know? Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is a cool one. I like this one. Premium dub since 1939. And a lot of people think that Volkswagens were made later than that, but they weren't. They were made in the first one rolled off in 1939. So, very, very cool shirt. We make these on black and white shirts. I will be offering gray and blue soon. We're just trying to find a place to get gray and blue t-shirts at an affordable price. White and black are not hard to order at a low price. But blue and gray, believe it or not, the prices go up almost $2 per shirt. So I have to be realistic on what how I order my products and order my supplies in. So that's a cool one. I did that one in pink too. All right. Give me a second. Give me a second here, buddy. Dub Invasion. Aaron. Whoo! Dude, that color is dope. Oh, man. That is a sexy blue, buddy. Sexy, sexy blue. Yeah. That's going to be a dope Corrado color. All right, She Rides Again. Have a wonderful night. Yeah, dude, that's a beautiful color, buddy. Good choice. Very, very good choice. This one I'm working on. This is Filbert and Heifer. So I'm going to make this a goofy shirt. So I'm going to delete all the road. And then what I'm going to do is put Filbert and Heifer in space. And we're going to have space tracks. That's kind of the concept behind this shirt. When I get to that. But yeah, I want Filbert and Heifer in space. That's kind of the goal for this shirt, this design that's coming up. Yeah, like Mario Kart Rainbow Road, yeah. But in space. This is a dope one too. My buddy Corbin owns a Mark II. Took a really cool shot of his car. And I came up with this idea for his car. Pretty dope. It's a Mark II Jetta. Big bumper. Came out really cool. Again, 80s car, 80s, early 90s car, 80s, 90s sunset. I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, you honestly can't. I love retro style colors. They always just pop, man. And if you get the right car and the right theme going, they're just so dope. I love it. Let's see what else. This is for you guys. Everybody knows who Link is. And there you go. This one's called a cell to the past. A check engine light to the past, pretty much. I love it. I love this shirt because it's so true. It's so us owning a Volkswagen. This is pretty much us right here. Yeah, check engine light. This one's one of my most requested shirt. Right here. This is one of my most requested shirts to date. This bus right here and the sunset. Dude, don't worry. You don't need my approval to enjoy the choice of color, buddy. Your choice, your color. It's a dope color. You know, don't get me wrong. It's a really cool color. But man, don't worry about my approval or anything. Why? I love it. You know, but don't worry about my opinion. It's what matters to you, man. That's all that matters. Anybody else's opinion matter? And last but not least, 16 valve engine right here. This one came out pretty cool too. It's a pretty cool shirt. LO, I love the color. I really don't care what people think. But you are one of the 4 people that I know that the other I'm doing to this Corrado, and that's fine. And I am grateful that you allow me to know a little bit more about your car. Very, very grateful, and I appreciate it, man. I'm a little flattered, actually. I know I'll keep secrets. Actually, I forgot most of the stuff you've been doing, anyways. So, I mean, that's the best kind of secret, because I don't even know, I don't remember. I don't remember what secrets to hold secret. So, yeah. So, this stream, in a nutshell, is now over. We've been going 2 hours long, buddies. Thank you. Thank you, guys. 2 hours strong. Oh, yeah, you did do that. I totally forgot. Snikes. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Austin, for sending me an email with all the cool information and questions and everything. This live stream wouldn't have been possible without you asking, and you know, all the other fun stuff. So everybody here watching right now, gotta thank Austin for tonight's live Q&A. Thank you guys for everything else you guys do. Just stay being awesome. Be safe. Be healthy out there. And as always, here at PincheAls Garage, when you see another dubber on the road, give him a thumbs up. Give him a deuces. Respect one another. All right? Remember, it's for the people, by the people. All right? And as always, here at PincheAls Garage, like we always do, we're going to break, we're going to fix, and we're going to repeat. Have a wonderful night, everyone. All right? Much love. Wait, wrong side. Much love. Peace out. And sweet dreams. Or if you're waking up, have a great day. Have a good afternoon.